contro la decisione del governo di non firmare un trattato di associazione con l'Unione Europea. Temperature molto meno fredde a Betlemme in Cisgiordania, dove il patriarca della Chiesa greca ortodossa.
I profughi siriani nel campo di Zatari in Giordania pregano per la fine del conflitto nel loro paese. Crinaggio alla Mecca in Arabia Saudita.
Still convinced that quantum mechanics offered, at best, an incomplete picture when he made a life-altering discovery. It was an obscure
Dopo quella della Shura, è una delle più importanti per i musulmani sciiti che in questa occasione si battono il capo e il petto per rievocare il dolore provocato dalla morte dell'imam. L'Arbain è celebrato anche nell'Iran sciita. Prezza nel timore di attentati che in passato si sono rivelati frequenti in occasione delle festività sciite.
Developed a more sophisticated text with significantly more definitive results as Spey removed virtually all lingering doubt. Clauser's and Spey's results are truly shocking. They prove that the math of quantum mechanics part speaks the same language. Binary code, a computer language spelled out in zeros and ones, called bits.
So the smallest chunk of information is a bit, and what continues after a shotgun is 6 years ago past the gun with a wireless video camera. Before the video call, he's got a camera traveling to make some of today's most advanced samples. Naturally, is the first thing I wanted to look at. Plus that guy's in one of the DSLs in digital.
Il Vaticano è il quartier generale della Chiesa cattolica nel mondo. È dove il Papa vive, lavora e diffonde il Vangelo a oltre 1 miliardo di fedeli. Segreti di questa antica istituzione. Seguite straordinaria alleanza che ha contribuito a far cadere il comunismo. Da 20 secoli il Vaticano è collegato a quasi tutti i maggiori eventi della storia. Questo è il Vaticano che non avete mai visto.
Oh mio Dio, quale felicità! Quale felicità! Dio!
Is Staff Sergeant Heath Calhoun from Tennessee in the United States, who is actually pretty quick.
Tribue nobis Domini Deus, perpetuus salvationis effectum, per Christum Dominum nostrum.
This pylon that tells me whether or not to add or remove hydraulic resistance.
This is this problem, the power knee.
sia benedetto.
This visionary video captured the imaginations of millions, while demonstrating how highly engineered glass, with companion technologies, will help shape our world. In this video, we've built upon that vision. It's still a day made of glass, but we've expanded our thinking, and we take you to a few different places. In this version, I'll be your guide. Along the way, we'll pause to examine some of the technologies displayed, and I'll talk about what's possible and what's not. So follow me as we visit a day in the future. Right. Her bedroom window. It's electrochromic. It changes state from opaque to transparent on demand. Now, I'm not sure if you noticed, but this closet door is actually a display driven by Amy's tablet. Amy's sister. Her tablet is just like Amy's. It's her primary computing device too. Uh-oh, this looks like mischief.
Milioni di musulmani hanno cominciato a riunirsi
a Mina vicino alla città santa della Mecca per l'inizio dell'Hajj, il pellegrinaggio annuale. How close are we to this?
Oltre alle misure di sicurezza per
Well,
l'ordine pubblico,
it's doable now,
sono
but
state
not to this
adottate
scale
anche
and not at an
precauzioni di tipo
affordable price.
sanitario.
Further innovation in manufacturing is needed to get us there on a broad scale.
Oltre 2,5 milioni di musulmani hanno iniziato i riti di Hajj, il pellegrinaggio annuale, lasciando la città santa della Mecca per raggiungere il monte Arafat. Per garantire l'ordine pubblico sono stati dispiegati 17.000 agenti e le misure di sicurezza sono...
Had these been at school when I was a boy, you wouldn't have been able to get me out of the classroom. This is the class community activity table. And again, we see large-scale, seamless design, logic-enabled, durable, multi-touch glass. This may look like science fiction, but these already exist today. Perhaps not. Beautiful, isn't it? All that logic encased in low profile, thin, resilient, touch-sensitive glass. I know what you're thinking. Why would one want an all-glass room? Well, for starters, these walls could be active displays and configured for different situations, depending on...
Nothing but mind control. Religion is just trying to control your mind, control your thoughts, so they're going to tell you some things you shouldn't say because they're sin. And besides telling you things you shouldn't say, religion's going to suggest to you some things you ought to be saying. Here's something you ought to say first thing when you wake up in the morning. Here's something you ought to say just before you go to sleep at night. Here's something we always say on the third Wednesday in April after the first full moon in spring at 4 o'clock when the bells ring. Religion is always suggesting things you ought to be saying.
All these services on all this equipment are glass. It's pristine, non-porous, and these including qualities make it ideal for sterile environments, or any place where bacteria and viruses need to be contained. And with Corning's research efforts in the area of antimicrobial surface technology, we imagine a special device that inhibits the growth of microorganisms. And with that, our tomorrow could be a safer place. Pretty amazing, isn't it?
If you love people, pledge allegiance to the earth and everyone.
The world away.
But when you pledge allegiance to one people say to me, you're trying to make the world a better place. My world is up there. And I said, you forgot the Lord's Prayer. Jesus said, my will be done on earth as it is in heaven. There's no business in heaven, no private property, no money, no banks. You understand? They don't even understand what they're reading.
Since antiquity, great religious and secular philosophers alike have constantly advocated peaceful, unified ideals for humanity. Sadly, one glance at society today makes one wonder why the idea of universally valuing and respecting your fellow human being and working together has never taken root. It is time to stop praying, stop wishing, and stop blindly talking about our supposed humanistic and religious ideals and actually work to make them happen.
People will always support what they want to hear. They will not support